was going to ask you about that in the sense that Mike and I were talking early in the game, actually just before the game, about the fact that we wanted to see your team come out with a lot of energy, play with a lot of spark, and to me it looked like that from the get-go you had that.
Well, we had no choice. I mean, we hit rock bottom, Chuck. You know, there's nowhere else to go but up. And, you know, I'm pleased. We're still not there yet, of course, but that's a good motivation and a good deal going into conference play next week.
What did you like the most about this afternoon's game out of your team?
I love the energy, and I thought we did what we needed to do with our rotations out of traps. You know, and I thought we, for the most part, we cut the ball off and then let the dribbler split the traps or get around for fouls. We still got to get better at rebounding the basketball when we make them take a quick shot, but for the most part, that was it. But energy and effort was what I was looking for tonight.
We talked about 8 players in double figures. That's great. You had Chavis and Kelly each with 15 to lead the way. 28 assists, 9 by Atkinson, and 7 by Warner. You passed the ball very well, I thought, overall. Outside of the 17 turnovers, I thought it was pretty good.
Well, it was, but the 17 turnovers is still mind-boggling because if you play another team that's much better than this team, that's a lot quicker and anticipate much better, they could have made us pay for some of those. But we're getting better. I thought Cordell came off and played good. Devon played solid. Angelo did good. 4 turnovers, a little too much, but Jason Holmes, I challenged him a little bit. He had 0 rebounds in the first half, and he had 7 in the second half. I thought he ran the floor quite well. But I'm looking for the perfect game, and I'm looking for the perfect situation, and I'm not getting it yet, but that's why I'm coaching.
Oh, in your mind, where does the biggest improvement need to come then?
It's got to come from making unforced turnovers and capitalizing when we get the ball where it needs to be. Our bigs have got to start putting the ball in the hole when we get it to them in scoring positions.
You and I have talked a lot about a couple of guys, in particular Milton Chavis and Drew Kelly, and we talked about the fact that they had 15 points apiece here this afternoon. Getting these guys on track and getting them to do this kind of stuff is really critical for your team, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Now we got to get used to them doing it. You know, it can't be just one game here and then we come out the next game and then they give me a donut and not give me the effort that I need or give me dumb fouls. You know, we got to be consistent in order for us to have the year that we want to have.
Good job by your bench today, too.
Well, I was proud of our bench. I mean, we're injured now. You know, we got to keep our fingers crossed with the Card Turner. He's starting to turn the corner a little bit. He turned his ankle pretty bad, so he couldn't play him in the second half. And then Jared Stokes hurt his groin muscle, so hopefully these guys can get well in the next few days.
It's interesting, this game actually turned pretty physical at times. I didn't really expect that, did you?
No, but I think they kind of got frustrated a little bit and wasn't anything going right, so they had to do whatever they needed to do to have some type of success. But I thought our guys kept our composure and did what we need to do to come out with a win in a clean slate in a good manner.
Is this kind of a feel-good win for your guys going into conference?
It is. We needed this in the worst way, especially after it's been a rough 2 weeks, Chuck. You know, the road didn't treat us kind, and then we had a horrible performance Friday night against Southern Miss. So hopefully, I told my guys, it's a new season now. Everything that's happened is in the past. Okay, let's get our mojo back and let's go in the conference and scare the piss out of everybody in our league.
You've got 3 days of work before you jump into conference play here at home against SIU Edwardsville. What types of things do you want to do with your team?
Execution. We got to get in better shape because we haven't had a lot of time to practice on us because the games have been so far in, and then we had breaks also with either academics or Christmas break or what have you. So we got to practice. We got to get some good practices in to get some more chemistry going, especially offensively. But I thought our chemistry and the way we passed the ball today was pretty good.